Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Prison Break. This is the first episode of the 5th season. Yes, the extension, the one that happened 10 years later. Do you know what I mean? I'm excited to see what we have in store for us today. What's going to be the storyline? What characters are going to be returning? Is it going to be a brand new cast, or is it still going to be Michael and Lincoln? And how is it going to be Michael? Did he die in the end of season 4? We didn't actually see it, but it was the insinuation of helping, obviously, Sarah escape. We've seen them sailing off into the, into the sunset on a boat, her and Lincoln watching Michael in a videotape. You know what I mean? We did see it 4 years into the future, where he's got his little boy running around. It's very interesting. And we're going to have, you know what I mean, Sue Cray. We're going to have Mahomes back into the season. Who actually knows what's happening with T-Bag? We did see him locked up. Is he going to be in the show? Is he going to be the main bad? I don't really know, mate. I actually don't know how many episodes are in the season. I'm just excited for it. Like I said, this is the one that we never expected, so I'm really excited to see what we do offer us. Is it going to be a Prison Break? What's the crack? It's going to be exciting, and I cannot wait. If you guys are excited too, please smash a like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump in to the first episode of the 5th season of Prison Break.
I died 7 years ago. Left behind a brother, a wife, a son. But the dead talk. If you listen, they're there with you. The question is, do you believe the story? Was the man who died who you thought he was?
Oh, here we go. Present day.
Still tight as scales on a snake.
$71.31. Pack of gum, 3 pieces, and one last piece of correspondence. Something really wrong with the world when I'm receiving dozens of letters a week for guys like you.
You can message prisoners now and stuff, can't you? You can go like on writeaprisoner.com or something and just like get in contact. You can find the codes and all that. Do you reckon he's got the location of Michael? He's always wanted to get him, hasn't he?
How about you step out and pay us the $100 grand you owe us? A small-time crook who can't pay his debts. And we're gonna open you up.
I want to know how Lincoln's got in this position. Does he not go and get Sophia? And where's obviously LJ and stuff?
Look at me like I'm trash. My house is in order. I'm clear with the government, the DOC, and my God. Seems fate has deigned to join us at the hip once again.
I wonder what that is, mate. We didn't see it. Maybe it's information that Michael's actually alive.
Where'd you get this?
Received it on release earlier this week. No return address. I may be a sophisticat, but not so sophisticated as to forge something like that. What angle could I possibly have in coming here and telling you that looks like your brother might just be alive?
All right, interesting. We've changed the start. It kind of looked like we was going to do the same start because we kind of went over Fox River, and I was like, oh, it's the same, but then it just went present day. You know what I mean? And I've got to say, they do look old. They do look old. But also, I have to say, I think Lincoln, for an old person, like, when I say old, I may make it sound like they got a walking stick and that. Do you know what I mean? But, like, for his age there, he's got to be 40s, 50. I do feel like he looks old, but he looks fit for a person that's that age. If I compared him to my dad, he looks 50 times, fitter. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's interesting seeing it because, like, obviously I've just gone from last episode to this one. To me, it's just one day. But, like, in the space of, obviously, this, it's years, isn't it? And you can see, like, T-Bag's got the grey in his hair and stuff, but also he's released now. He's a free man. Does he really want to go after Michael again? Why is he trying to help Lincoln? Last time we seen it, he wanted to take them all out. Do you know what I mean? He's been a model prisoner, apparently, so I'm excited to see what we do. And this intro is probably going to show us, like, who he's going to be in the show, to be honest. This is what it does. This is where we find out.
It's impossible.
That's what I thought.
Why do you send it to you?
Again, what I thought. And I gave the words another look-see. Maybe that's the answer. By your hand, you shall know the glories of your progeny, and our world will be made right forevermore.
My brother's dead.
And then who sent this? And why?
Get out.
I knew you'd be the same obstinate son of a biatch you always been, but I'd hoped you'd seen the light, but you are what you is and you is what you are.
Innit? If Michael sent it, why is he sending it to him? Do you know what I mean? It's interesting. I feel like Lincoln's head's massive. Like, I feel like the hat's as big as it can be and it's still in his head and don't fit. Honestly. I suppose it's all just paranoia.
I didn't think I was ever gonna see you again. I get it, he hates me for marrying someone other than his brother.
She's remarried.
I know you want it to be true. Massive hole that leaves in your life.
Like the same mess of whole losing a husband makes.
Lincoln Burroughs.
Jacob.
I haven't seen you in what, 3-4 years?
3 or 4 years. How old's this kid then? It's got to be about 9, 10. I'm going to say 10 with a number.
Did you bring me any sunken treasures?
Let me get some beers. I want to know what you've been up to.
Sure, man, yeah.
He doesn't just mythologize you, he mythologizes Michael too. It's like someone thinking he was born to a god. It's Photoshop, Link. Or something.
It's a pretty shit picture, isn't it, really, if he was photoshopping it?
This came from Teabag.
The thing is, it did come from Teabag, but he did show you the envelope that it come in, and it was stamped while he was inside.
How about this one? Love, Cannon, Alonso in Champagne. Ooh. Hop on that just on the name alone.
What the hell? Prosthetic research.
My life's been a mess ever since you left. Falling back into my old ways.
How young Michael
I got
looks.
good in me, Michael. I got good in me. It'd just be nice if you were here to help me find it.
Oh, no way. Write it down, go on.
OGYAGIA. Telling me where you are.
Yemen. You know, I thought it was just a marked place where they said that he was buried, but like they knew that he wasn't in it, but he's obviously going to test it for himself, see she's there. It's kind of like what happened with the president. Do you remember that time?
And you're Dr. Whitcomb, the man who invited me to this mystery meeting at 9:30 at night when the rest of the building's closed.
I can only tell you my work. Targeted muscle reinnervation. Using the brain to manipulate prosthesis as it were a natural limb. The first recipient of my procedure
It's you.
is you.
All of this because of an anonymous donor.
Someone seems to have plans for both of us.
By your hand, you shall know glories.
Oh yeah, that's what that said.
What's that?
Nothing, Doc.
I'm gonna take it. I take it anyway. Do you know what I mean? I've literally got nothing to lose. If I've got no hand and I'm having like some wooden one that literally does nothing really, it just looks like it's a normal one, and someone offered me something that could potentially be used to pick and, you know, move things as normal, I'd definitely go for it, especially if it was free. It's interesting to know that somebody's obviously funding it. They've sent, the same person sent in this letter as well to say that Michael's now, in my head it's like, surely it's not Michael doing that, because if it's Michael, why? Like, why would he fund Teabag? He hates him, you know what I mean? So it is interesting. I'm excited to see what we do with it, and to be honest, I've enjoyed the start. You know, Michael's technically not been in it once. For how far are we in? 20-25 minutes? But like, I don't know, the mystery behind it, it's been really good. You know, I'm actually enjoying it. Nobody there. Yo, imagine that your brother, you found out that he was alive somewhere in the world. Like, it'd be so hard to find him if you had no clues. You wouldn't know where to start, would you? Oh, the red Mondeo again. Yo, that looks mad, that.
Oh my god, what happened?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna call the police.
I dug up Michael's grave. He's not in it.
What?
Sarah's someone just tried to kill me. A red sedan had started following me, and then they swapped out to a pickup. Black. Why?
I wouldn't have put the phone down. Oh, yeah, she's got to get a kid. Oh, no.
The pictures on the brick wall, there's a hole and there's a gun in it. I need you to get it. Mike!
It actually is coming in, look.
What is your emergency? I have an armed intruder in the house. I need you to send people right away. I don't have time. Please come.
Sarah!
Kneecapped. Using common sense in today's episode. Kneecapping them. Shadows. You know, natural daylight gets you. Straight through the door. See, right, what I don't understand is, you know, she could have shot through the door and got out in the same time it took her to just get out.
Okay, I think it got an artery. Stay with me. I want you to look at me, all right? Don't close your eyes and don't go to sleep. All right, I'm gonna need you to stay with me.
How is he?
The shot almost completely severed his femoral artery, so they're trying to stabilize him.
And that person came in our house. It has something to do with my real father, doesn't it? Because I can see it in her face.
Kid's smart, look at him. He knows the school.
We've awoken something. Something people are trying to hide about Michael.
If he's been out there for all of these years, why did he abandon his own son?
Go to Yemen and find out.
To Yemen. I have a son, Lincoln.
Ain't it?
Right, look, leaving them is exactly the wrong thing for me to do right now.
I'll go to Yemen.
Obviously, I'll go to Yemen.
Thing about Yemen.
Don't matter.
Find someone who does.
See, the thing is, I was saying this last season. I think I said that towards the end or something, you know. Maybe Michael gets taken and he can't really make communication towards him. He just keep it hush-hush and he locked away. Mate, I'm sure I did. If I didn't, I definitely slept and thought of it in my dreams because, you know, that is just another way of doing it. You know what I mean? You could progress forward and be like, oh my God, Michael's alive. Like, what's going on? And then get him out. And that's how we do it. But, like, I kind of like how we've done get Lincoln out, get Sarah out, even though it was like 2 episodes. And now we get Michael out. Do you know what I mean? Well, to be honest, I had Michael 2 times, but Michael was trying to escape the first time in Sona, you know, him and Whistler. This time, I don't know if he's trying to escape or if he's the one that's making contact. Somebody is anyway, and now he's got the information. Why is everybody coming after it? Do you know what I mean? Like, people must have known that the information had been posted for them to know that once it's received, they need to go and take them out. Do you know what I mean? Hey, look at that. See, no?
I envy you. Changed your life around.
A spiritual struggle to clean up your act.
Fuming now he's seen him.
Finding and serving God.
The world needs it, Link.
If I needed to get to Yemen, what's something you could help me with?
I thought he was dead.
So did everyone.
And do you know what it would take to stage a death? Not to mention keeping a man who's not dead under the radar for 7 years.
Sightlines seem pretty consistent with what it would probably be from the prison and the mosque. No, you ask me, that photo's legit.
Then that's the building my brother's in.
And you gotta slow your roll. Yemen is in a civil war. They're really close to collapse. It's no place for a white man with an American passport.
Here's his DMV photo. And here's a photo from his old workplace website.
Someone's covering it up. Yeah, someone's proper covering it up. You know what I'm trying to figure out then, right? When Lincoln was sat down talking to Sarah then, when the kid was there, he said something about 5 years. Now, if that was my maths, then obviously, you know, 4 years, we jumped into the future after he died, you know what I mean, in episode 22. And then 5 years here, it was 9. You know what I mean? Like, I was thinking, oh, altogether since he's died, it's 9 years. You know what I mean? But then, when you look at C-Note then, he said that, you know, someone's gone into covering this up for 7 years. And it's like, is that kid 7 then? Because I feel like he looks older. And I don't know, unless I've, like, misread the maths wrong.
Not going to Yemen.
Stop me.
You won't make it 3 days. We need to go through the proper channels.
Someone's erasing his existence. Who does that? Who has that ability?
Michael has never been anyone's sucker. He's always been in control. Always.
That's true.
Effect is undead.
I'm saying you need to look at all of the possibilities before you walk into a war zone.
Wasn't sure you'd come.
Sometimes a man has to surrender to fate, see what it has in store for him. You'll forgive me if I have a problem lying unconscious before a man with sharp items at his disposal. You do anything untoward to me while I'm under an hour.
You were the last man I'd run afoul of.
That is true. He's probably well scared of him.
Oh, fate, you mysterious bitch.
So we're going to come in and try and attack him now. Oh, Sucre.
The hell was that for? Sucre.
He tell you to talk me out of it?
He kind of looks the same.
With you.
He literally looks the same, man.
What are you, a pimp?
What? No. A tramp is a freelance cargo ship. We go to Hong Kong, Spain, Buenos Aires, basically wherever the boss tells us. I'm an international hitter now, a raconteur.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
Speak to me like I don't know French. I know French, and I'm brown. That's something. I'll fit in better over there than you will, Snowflake. Hold on. You're not saying he gets to go. He's not any browner than I am.
Ah, but huh? I managed to pick up a little Arabic while I was serving in Iraq.
You better find him.
I will.
Also, he served in the military, hasn't he? C-Note, so he has got combat skills.
We're the only ones coming into the place.
Yeah, the country's falling apart. Everyone wants out.
Who's that contact again?
A woman named Sheba, a handler. She helps us track Americans that come in to fight the jihad fight.
Sheba sent me to collect you.
Ah, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
We've lingered on this guy too long. Oh, Burroughs from Franklin. Literally, like 1 second too late.
You didn't seem worried.
I scratch backs too, my friend.
Hey, wait a minute. This isn't the address.
I get cigarettes.
No, you don't. You take us straight to the address right now.
you know what? Do you reckon it's going to be a setup, but then it's not technically? It's going to be like all them stood there and then somebody's going to walk out and go, guys, you okay? It's me, like Mahomes. And it's not going to be, I want Mahomes to be in it, but I don't think he is. But hopefully it's not like a setup where they go into a scrap right now. Although I do like a good fight.
Salam alaikum, Shabab.
Yeah, they do want to fight, look. Oh, suplex onto the hood.
Greetings from the U.S. prison system, bitches.
It dominated him.
Come quickly, or we'll all be dead.
How did she know that he was in it? Oh.
Grab your bag. Come on, let's go.
Throw your phones out the window. I don't want anyone tracking us.
Is that Eve from Lucifer? Mate, as soon as you see one finger move, you'd be laughing. Look.
You've been made whole, Mr. Bagwell.
Who's behind?
Nobody. Nobody's behind this. Alice. I looked it up. It's Greek for nobody.
It's a ghost right now, but somebody wants him for something. Who's going to give him a life-changing procedure like that and not want something in return? Oh, is that what he's just said then?
Omar has connections in OGYAGIA prison. He says he can arrange a visit.
Does that mean Michael's in there?
There's apparently an American in there matching your brother's description. Comes at a price.
Money's not a problem.
Not money. Your passport. U.S. passport is like gold here. A few changes and it can be a ticket to freedom.
You cannot get out of the country without a passport.
Can he not just go to the US embassy and say it was taken?
Inshallah.
Ah, check that, mate.
عندنا أمريكان. أنا منسى.
Nahi, shukran.
Obviously, there's no Michael Schofield.
Omar's one of my most trusted operators.
Listen, lady, trust doesn't seem to mean a whole lot in this country.
There.
كان يلوتس.
He says, yes, the man in the picture is here and we can see him, but only because we're dealing with Sheba.
Why'd you say that name?
This is my brother's jacket.
Canyo Altis is a big-time terrorist. They got him in here for murder. He's been
All
working
right.
with ISIL, trying to take down the government.
Yo, mate, so apparently a terrorist?
My real father.
Michael Schofield. It was like a storm.
You'd be recording the whole thing.
He was beautiful. And he would show up in your life out of the clear blue sky. And then he would disappear just as quickly.
Yeah, is it a different person now? Do you know what I mean? It might not be the Michael that we know and love. It's tattoo in his hands, he's showing him something.
My name isn't Michael. And I don't know who you are. I'm sorry.
Do you reckon he's lost his memory? Hey, that's interesting, that, actually. No, he definitely knows who he is.
Mike, what are you doing, damn it?
Innit? Why has he just done that? I feel like he definitely knows it's Lincoln, but like he's trying to keep up an appearance. Oh, that's finished. Ah, it's different as well. Look at this. Usually it's like one name. Oh, what was the person's name now? I feel like it was a female's one. Isn't it mad? Like, I feel like the same name's popped up for like 100 episodes and I can't even tell you what he said. That's bad, isn't it? That is bad. And again, I've not noticed, but we haven't done the din, din, din. Like, I feel like I associate like those certain noises, you know what I mean? So like if I had my eyes shut and I heard that, I'd be like, Prison Break. Do you know what I mean? Now they do some like weird noise in the background as well. So say like if something suspicious is going on, like they'll play like a tune in the background all the time, and it's like I can associate the show just from the noise. But it's interesting, you know, this is a reintroduction back in, and Michael was pretty much on the screen for about 1 minute, literally in total. I would literally say his whole screen time could be less than 60 seconds, you know what I mean, consecutive. It's mad, mate, honestly, it really is. Now, I've got to say, even though they look old, which does sound offensive, but I don't mean it that way, they do look good. Like, they actually do look good. Like, I actually feel like Wentworth Miller, has lost a lot of weight. Now, I never noticed it until we finished season 4, and then I was looking at season 1, and then like before when we was going through the you know, like the clips as well, I was like, yo, look how young Michael looks. But in them, when he first came in with the tattoos on him, and then if you look at him from season 4, like he was much leaner and slimmer in season 1. Now, I'm not saying he looked bad in season 4. I'm not saying that at all. To be honest, he looks totally fine. But But then again, I feel like here he looks different. I feel like he looks a bit more like season 1 here. And he doesn't seem to have aged, to be honest, that much. Now, T-Bag looks like he's aged, and I would say Lincoln does kind of look like they've aged a bit. I feel like Sarah's done good. C-Note's alright. And Sucre looks alright. So to be honest, Sucre looks a bit mad in the end of season 4 when he had hair and a beard. And like usually he always had like a bit of stubble and a skinhead. Yeah, and seeing him, it was just totally different. But like I actually feel, even though it was one episode for me, that it felt like good vibes in today's episode. Like it felt like it was new again, and I don't know why. You know what I mean? I just enjoyed it. To be honest, new scenery as well. Going to be in a location here in Yemen. Looks like a war's going on. I do kind of love like military war-y bombs. You know, like I don't know what you would call this, environment type of like programs and stuff. I do feel like it's interesting. And again, you never know what you're going to get here. And apparently, this guy Michael, whoever he's going by, the alias, is like a terrorist. Which is crazy, because that's not the Michael we know. And he's acting like he's not Michael. But then, as you're walking past, you could see like he's doing a side. And it is Michael. So I don't really know what he's doing. Do you know what I mean? It's really interesting. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. First episode back into season 5. I've just checked 9 episodes of the season. So it's not a big one, is it, mate? I feel like it's just going to be in action. Jobs are good and see ya. So hopefully, you know, we don't have any deaths. And I just want returns. You know, let's keep C-Note, Sucre, Sarah in the show. Do you know what I mean? Michael and Lincoln and T-Bag as much as possible. Now, talking about T-Bag, interestingly, somebody has obviously give him this envelope with the Michael, you know, photograph, and they give it him and not his brother. Now, why T-Bag specifically, I don't really know. You know what I mean? And he's come, shown Lincoln timestamps on it. They've reviewed it. They know it's legit. He's obviously gone to Yemen. It is true. It is there. But he then has also got an invitation, a proposition to be involved in a surgical procedure to give him a prosthetic hand, which he can actually use, maneuver, grip. You know what I'm saying? Modern day technology. No longer in 2009 does he have to walk around with that stumpy wooden one. He can actually get a bionicle one where he can grab things and straight away pin the guy up against the wall. Who is it? Who said this? Now, he said a name like Otis or something, and it meant nobody in Greek. And you know what I mean? He's got an anonymous person that's obviously behind it, but also, who is it that's coming after them? You know, it's not the company, or it may be. You know, it might be people trying to get revenge for General Krantz. I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? We did see what I thought would have possibly been the end of him at the end of season 4. But now today, obviously, we've got people coming after Lincoln, trying to kill him, knock him off the, you know, the highway, hoping his car flips and he dies. You know what I mean? We've got people coming into Sarah's house, shooting her husband, you know, kneecapping him, which I've got to say, yes, yes, yes. How many times have I said kneecap them? Immobilized them, stop them from moving? You know what I mean? You don't have to kill them. Yeah, all you have to do is get them a bullet into the leg, and that way you got the advantage. They can never come after you, they can't run away. Do you know what I'm saying? They are literally stuck. And today, straight away, new season, bit of common sense, bang, hit his artery. He's going nowhere. He's obviously not dead, so it's not another life that's been taken, but he's immobilized whilst he's gone upstairs, done the time, seen Sarah. Could have killed her through the door, to be honest. If her whole intention was to go in there and get Sarah and kill her, yeah, she could have shot Sarah, bang, right through the door just before the police turned up, and then got on a merry way. But she left her alive, interestingly. And now they're tracking him down. Like I said, they tried to kill Lincoln, turned up into the airport, taking pictures of him, said they want him erased, to be honest. We know that they've tried to erase Michael. Put Michael Schofield in Google, wherever, Microsoft, Bing, whatever it's called, not there. Do you know what I mean? Somebody's already changed it, different person shows up, and now it looks like they're going to try and do the same to Lincoln as well. So don't know who's behind it, don't know who's trying to fund, you know, T-Bag's procedures, and I don't know why Michael's pretending to be somebody else, and you know, what that as for, you know, like what the purpose is for the rest of the season. I actually have no idea what the story is at all, coming into it blind, and I'm excited. And I thought today's episode was good. You know, it's not action packed, so people might say, oh, it's not really a good one. Do you know what I mean? But like, I thought it was good vibes, felt good. I was interested in the story to see where it's going as well. And I would say it was a pretty decent start. Now, considering there was a big gap between the last season and this one in terms of real life, I would have thought maybe today's episode would have been a bit better. But then again, I thought it was totally fine, to be honest. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought they might give Michael a bit more on-screen time, considering it was like, surprise, he's not actually died, but then he's not really in it, you know what I mean? But then, again, I feel like Prison Break's kind of heavily around Michael anyway, so he's going to be in it for the rest of the season, so he's going to be no dramas, you know what I'm saying? It's good that C-Note's back as well. I know we brought him back at the end of season 4, but we continued it here when he'd gone to Yemen. So I'm interested to see what the season has in store. Can't wait for it. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.